So the new ProSomnus pH, or Precision Herbst, has some very distinct advantages that I'm sure you're aware of, whether it's the comfort bumps, the excellent architecture that shows a lower profile device, easier for the patient to wear, more tongue space, really a clear blue arrow showing the direction that you turn the advancement component. All of that really creates some significant advantages. What I want to talk about for a couple of minutes, though, with you is really how you advance this device. And it advances similar to, but differently than other Herbst devices. This particular Herbst has the advantage of a nut instead of a pinhole where you put a paper clip-like device in and you turn that little sleeve. When you do that, it advances the arch. That's how the other Herbst works. This one has a nut. So instead of the little pinhole device, which easily bends, and instead of that little sleeve, which everybody complains about, that it slips very often for them, there's a nut with some proprietary nanotechnology inside, I couldn't even tell you what it is, that helps with anti-slippage, so that's pretty cool. And then it's got this wrench and the nut instead of the pinhole and the sleeve. So let me show you how that works. In order to do that, I'll have to have some significant cheaters on. So here is the left side, and so I'm going to be rotating downward, and much like you would with the other kinds of advancement mechanisms, we're really going to turn. A quarter turn will be 1/10 of a millimeter. A full turn would be 4/10 of a millimeter. So with this, I simply place the wrench on the nut, and then I rotate down in the direction of the arrow, and I do that 10 times. And if I do that 10 times, I will have advanced that side 1 millimeter. Now, the way you can also check where you are, how far you've titrated, how many turns you've done from an advancement standpoint is on the handle of this wrench. Built into the wrench is a neat millimeter rule right on the end. And so if I hold that up against the screw and measure how far the screw is from the base part of the attachment of the arm, I can measure exactly how many tenths or full millimeters I've moved that nut. Really kind of a neat way of back checking yourself on that. So some people like to open this up a little bit like this, and then they can make a more full turn. I prefer to just do those little quarter turns, and that's what I show the patient to do, and it works out very well. I tell them they get one wrench and to guard it by keeping it inside their container, and that's worked out rather nicely for them. You've got the arrow showing you the direction you're turning. It's going to be different on the right and the left, and the gold screw to orient the upper. Can't go wrong.